NBA2K Sports. And tonight it'll be the Oklahoma. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. DA, take it away. And they bring that physicality. Thank you, David. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Luka Doncic's out there with Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the four-man position. And for the Thunder, Robertson and Gallinari at the small and power forward position. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Adams in at center. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Conference rivals in this one, Clark. Does that matter as much as people think, or is it just another game?
I still think it matters to the players. I mean, they're a little less emotional now, rivalries. They're not as heated, a little more practical. I think it's mostly about making the playoffs and where you're seated.
Porzingis, it's a two. That shot is off. And the Thunder going the other way now. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. The pass to Adams. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Brunson kicks to Finney Smith. Pass to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Brunson. And Porzingis launches it from deep. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. On offense, here are the Thunder. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Takes it from 10. Count that bucket. Paul's got the first basket of the game for the Thunder. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Doncic outside. Passes it to Finney Smith. Dallas moving it around. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Comparisons being drawn between Kristaps Porzingis and Dirk Nowitzki for their height and skill level. Understandably so, and in many eyes, fitting that Porzingis is now a Dallas Maverick.
First free throw is good. And Clark, looking at those two players you just mentioned, Nowitzki 7 foot tall, Porzingis 7'3".
Yeah, you take a look at those guys, and the difference really, I think, is the athleticism of Porzingis. He moves a little better, he bounces a little higher, and as he's gotten stronger, I think center might be his natural position, whereas Dirk was really better suited to being a power forward.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
That's a 2 from Paul, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Thunder have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Loose. Outside Hardaway. Sweet little floater.
You know, he's not just a shooter, guys. Hardaway Jr. is also capable of getting creative and mixing things up, too. I like it.
Hall finds Robertson. There's the pass to Gallinari. Porzingis with the block. They get it back. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Yes, that goes in.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Doncic outside.
strong, versatile offensive player. Doncic capable of burning you from anywhere on the floor.
Paul kicks to Gallinari. Oh, the lob to Gallinari, and Gallinari throws it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Hardaway passes to Brunson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Tries it from 19. Doncic, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Paul, and again it's Oklahoma City.
Tell you what, that mid-range game from Chris Paul, he's really an assassin from there. You can see less and less of that shot in this day and age, but CP got the green light to shoot it.
Here's Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Boy, the coaching staff loves seeing this. I mean, Porzingis being active and effective from this area here.
Gallinari outside. Oh, the lob to Gallinari, and Gallinari throws it down.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Mavericks trailed by 4. Brunson finds Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. A 3. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Porzingis kicks to Brunson. Fires the 3. Thunder with the rebound. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
Just 3 to shoot, and Paul launches it from deep. Rebounded by Hardaway. Mavericks trailed by 4. Pass to Doncic. Now Brunson. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Doncic passes to Brunson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, the number 33 pick in the 2018 draft, Jalen Brunson, off to a pretty good start.
Boy, I tell you what, this guy is so solid. He was the Naismith Player of the Year and a 2-time champion at Villanova. No surprise to see him handling his business in the pros because he's all business.
Mike Muscala is checked in for Robertson. Then for the Mavericks, Powell, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's DeLon Wright in for Tim Hardaway Jr. He doesn't get the second one. Mark, do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those 10, perhaps 10 or 12, maybe only a few are going to be on playoff teams just because of the nature of the draft. I don't really think that's changed tremendously over the decade. You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races.
Back to Brunson. And right, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
The Thunder leading by 3. Passes it to Muscala. Paul outside. Here's Adams. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And that's now 6 points for Steven Adams.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Brunson finds Wright. Porzingis looking it over. Now the pass to Doncic. And here's Brunson. Hits it from three-point range.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Paul outside. That shot no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Pass to Brunson. And taken away by Paul. Right against Gallinari. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Gilgeous-Alexander. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
And you know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, 1 star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
He hits both from the stripe.
Well, a look at that 2018 Clippers draft pick and Gilgeous-Alexander. His incredible size at the point guard spot makes him one of the more intriguing players from that class.
Doncic, no good.
Also, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Porter kicks to Ferguson. Down low. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And last season with Gilgeous-Alexander, Greg, you could see what he was capable with his length.
Well, he is just so difficult to slow up when he's running downhill at a defender. Already a plus defender in his offense coming along. He could be a scary figure at that point guard position. A lot of turnover for the Mavericks this season, but they bring back restricted free agents Maxi Kleber, Dwight Powell, and Dorian Finney-Smith.
And, you know, those 3 players have made steady improvement, and that's a credit to how the Mavericks develop young players. They also bring length and athleticism to that rotation.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Fades back. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Ferguson for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Thunder lead by 12.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Greg, last season, Dennis Schroeder transitioning to more of a 6-man role with the Thunder.
And for his first go at that role, I thought Schroeder looked really good. He's always been able to score and create And coming off the bench might be the best spot for him.
Powell with the bounce pass. Now here's Barea. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And it's Wright missing.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Pass to Ferguson. No good on the three. Mavericks trail by 12. Here's Doncic. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
Schroeder against Barea. On the top of the key, and that one's good. Schroeder.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Here's Doncic. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Oklahoma City up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
Older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Thunder here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander, they're up in the backcourt. Ferguson out there with Muscala, and it's Noel in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game. And so it's Barea with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 16-point game. Passes it to Doncic. Looking to get back on track here, and the layup is up and in. He's got 6.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Ferguson kicks it over to Schroeder. Here's Ferguson. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Robertson, he's checked in. And Dallas also making a switch. Hardaway's checked in for Luka Doncic. Mavericks trailed by 14. Now Barea. No points in the game yet for him. Outside Hardaway. Clock at 6. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Hardaway has got his second basket of the game.
Boy, a promising mid-range game that's highlighted by has strong fundamentals and mechanics. Hardaway Jr., a productive scorer.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
If they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. There's Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
Well, it's really not hard to see why Noel is seen as one of the better rebounders in the game. He really uses that great length of his to get to a lot of missed shots.
Correa. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Dallas making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. Free throw, no good for Correa. Look, we've talked about footwork, but a player's hands, how he catches, how he passes, the use of his hands are huge. And there are a couple guys out there that are great at that.
Kawhi Leonard has got some mitts unlike any other in the league. I mean, he's not that tall. He's long-armed, and his hands are humongous. That ball looks like a tennis ball in his hands. Not only are they big, they're good. He's active with them on defense, and he's very strong in how he handles the ball offensively. You know, I think about a guy in terms of maybe not size, but really good hands. Jokic, his hands are phenomenal.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And here is Muscala. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Ferguson. Here's Noel. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. Boy, that's a really nice feed by J.J. Barea.
The Thunder leading by 12. The pass to Muscala. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists in the game.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Kleba, the pass to Curry. 5 on the clock. Outside Hardaway. That 3 off the mark. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Ferguson kicks it over to Schroeder. Pass to Ferguson. Now Noel. Curry brings the double. Noel finds Muscala. Ferguson for 3. The Thunder keep it going. A new 14-second clock. Basket counts.
Well, I love what he's done in this first half, at least so far. Increasing confidence every time down the floor. You can see it.
Outside Hardaway. Lets it go with a 3. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Dallas with a change here too. Porzingis is checked in. Kleba, the pass to Curry. Here's Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Now here is Hardaway. Defense is right there. Gallinari outside. Takes it out to Schroeder. Pulls up. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Wow, Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Curry with it. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now Porzingis. That shot missing.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Outside Hardaway. Passes to Curry. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, he's known for his finesse game, guys, but Porzingis showing you there. He got some power to his game, too.
Here's Ferguson. He has 6. Gallinari outside. Back to Schroeder. Lets the 3 fly. And the Thunder another 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Porzingis. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Porzingis has got 8 points.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
Schroeder finds Gallinari. Now, here's Robertson. He's tightly guarded. Back to Gallinari. Launches it. The Thunder get it back in a new 14. Now, here's Robertson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Second shot opportunity. They get it again. Noel. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And when it comes to the paint, Noel owns it. I mean, really takes on any defender head on. And as a result, gets a lot of foul calls because of his aggressiveness.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against.
Well, when we first saw the Celtics in the 60s, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Ball outside, launches a 3. Tries again, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas.
And you look at the way Steven Adams has developed his offense the last few years. It's been a huge boost for this team. He has always been a great defender, but now he is an important cog on this team in terms of scoring.
Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. And it's 8 points for Luka Doncic.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward, this guy handles the ball extremely well. He's terrific at creating for himself off the dribble.
And slam dunk by Noel.
Skying towards the hoop and decimating the defense with that ridiculous alley-oop dunk. Go ahead, Noel.
And with Adams in his offense, you forget how young he is.
And big men, sometimes they just take a little longer to find their path in the NBA. And Adams has certainly found his. I remember him being hit mostly to screen and rebound when he was a rookie, but look how far his game has come.
Here's Gallinari, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Luka Doncic. Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
That free throw good from Gallinari. Now last season, a bit of a renaissance for Gallinari.
And the way Gallinari stepped up last season, Kevin, was a big reason the Clippers were as strong as they were. Now on the other side of 30, he's been playing some of his best basketball here of late.
Porzingis can't hit. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Wright. Powell trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Wright's got his second bucket.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And when you're open, Paul will find you in a nanosecond. I mean, that's one thing that makes him really special.
Wright looking around. The pass to Doncic. Brunson with it. Gallinari covering. Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Back to Brunson. Fires for 3. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so it's Dallas with it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, Doncic, 8 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Oklahoma.
Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson. A big night so far for Steven Adams. He had 13 points and 5 rebounds. Kenny, let's get your take on... And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
On the floor for Dallas, we've got Doncic, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Jalen Brunson. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney Smith in at the 4. Porzingis can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Oklahoma City shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Inside, here's Adams. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Pass to Doncic. Tipped away. And here is Hardaway. Gallinari covering. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gallinari's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Pass to Porzingis. Lays it up and banks it in. Porzingis has got 10 points in the game.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. A shot by Paul, no good. For Dallas, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. And Adams sends it back. And they get it back. And here's Robertson to the left wing. Paul finds Robertson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. Dallas shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Back to Brunson. Over Paul. Brunson, no good. The Thunder have gone 3 of 4 so far in the 3rd quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Paul is doubled to the middle. Adams. And Adams with the slam.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Pass to Doncic. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Five to shoot. Back to Brunson. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 6.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
Robertson with it. And the pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's Doncic. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you. Here's Doncic. It's deflected. Hardaway against Gallinari. To the inside. Paul. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Paul's got 6. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Thunder?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
The 10-footer, and the jumper is on the mark. 12 points for Luka Doncic.
Boy, calm and collected inside. Doncic's scoring ability, wide-ranging.
And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. The three. Good on the three-point shot. Doncic has got 7 now in this quarter.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Paul looking over the floor. Pass to Adams. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Doncic has got 9 points now in just the second half. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Thunder, trying to find Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to him. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. Tim Hardaway picks one up. For Oklahoma City, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. For the Thunder, Mike Muscala is checked in for Gallinari. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Barea subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid at getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
Here's Schroeder. 9 points in the game so far. Boom, he jams it straight down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Three-pointer right, another 3 for Dallas.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Schroeder against Barea. Now here's Schroeder. 11 points in the game. Ferguson for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 5 assists in the game.
And the first few seasons in the NBA, not an easy time for Terrence Ferguson. Young wings have their ups and downs, but the franchise still very much believes in his talent.
Fades away. That one off the back iron and out. The Thunder shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Nader's checked in. Pass to Ferguson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And Muscala kicks it over to Schroeder. From outside, off the mark. And with Ferguson, the fans can be hard on him. They're expecting more. But, Greg, it's going to take time for him.
Ferguson has already made big strides with his defense. The shot and consistency will come, but the fans will have to be patient with him.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Passes it to Nader. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Right outside. And there's the pass to Doncic. Now here's Powell. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Doncic. Sinks the triple. Doncic has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Mavs. Oklahoma City shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Noel passes to Nader. Berea against Schroeder. Shoots the 3. Second chance shot. That's tipped. Up top right. He's guarded by Schroeder. Right against Schroeder. Pass to Powell. And here's Berea. Pass to Wright. Over Muscala. Another shot. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Powell is a solid rebounder. Excellent at hitting the boards and gobbling up rebounds.
Now out of Canada by way of Stanford University. 6'11" power forward Dwight Powell.
Boy, a high-energy guy is Powell, guys. He's a pogo stick and a rim runner. Very quick-footed. I think that makes him tough to tag slicing through the lane. His activity and agility really what separate him and get him minutes on the court.
The free throw drops for Powell.
The length and mobility of Powell is really impressive. He's a solid big guy who I think continues just to get better at both ends.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Goes back up. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Oklahoma City with the foul. For Dallas, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Boy, you look at Maximilian Kleber, the German native. I mean, this guy is a very capable shooter, but it's his defense that keeps him on the court. He's 6'11", but has quick feet, which allows him to defend multiple positions.
Good on both. Clark, you think of European players, it's usually the offensive end where they thrive, but Kleber is a versatile defensive stopper too.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, this guy can shut you down because he moves his feet, he's strong, really keeps driving lanes from opening up on the perimeter, and his positioning and timing make him a good shot blocker too.
Here's Ferguson. 9 points in the game so far. A second chance effort, and it's good on the layup.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Wright finds Curry. .109 left to play here in the third. And the rejection by Noel.
And you can just see Noel's eyes light up when a shooter attempts these shots. He's so forceful and determined in his denials. At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Passes it to Kleber. Some nice passing here by Dallas. On the wing, Doncic. He's got 20, and that one is good. Doncic has got 22.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Schroeder passes to Muscala. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Powell pulls it in. Doncic Doncic feeling it out. Outside Curry. Shoots over Schroeder. Off target with that shot. Steven Adams has been leading the charge for Oklahoma City. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Right back after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Thunder shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. You've got Diallo. He's out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Noel in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's Diallo. Plenty of room around him, and it's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Curry. Here's Marjanovic. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the pass to Baisley. Goes back up, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Dallas Mavericks. And he knocks down the first one.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Burton's checked in for Oklahoma City. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Now the Mavericks with it. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Lee dishes to Jackson. No good on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Burton. He kicks it to Schroeder. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleber. The Mavericks have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Schroeder against Curry. He in the post. Takes a 3. The offensive rebound. Marjanovic. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Pass to Diallo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line.
And one difference this have is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Curry on the wing. He's guarded by Schroeder. Floats one up, and the rejection by Noel.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Lee outside. Shot clock at 6. Over Diallo. No good from Lee. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Now Diallo, pass to Schroeder. Oklahoma City moving it around. Noel trying to break loose, and it's Schroeder missing.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity, gone awry.
Jackson kicks to Curry. Back to Jackson for the 3. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th rebound in this one. And that one's good. Burton.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Curry with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Curry against Schroeder. Now here's Curry. Defense right on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lee outside. From deep. And it's Baisley with the rebound. The Thunder have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Burton, the pass to Schroeder. Bounce pass from Diallo. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Jackson's got the ball. Comes up empty down low. The Thunder shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? A slam dunk by Diallo.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Outside for Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. On its way from Curry for 2. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Curry against Schroeder. And here's Diallo. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Marjanovic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Lee. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Diallo the pass to Baisley. Stolen by Jackson. Lee finds Curry. Back to Lee. Up top, Curry. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
You know, the staple of Seth Curry's game is shooting the ball off the catch.
Diallo with it. Passes it to Schroeder. From the arc. Doesn't go for it. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Lee goes in. Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. J.J. Barea's checked in for Dallas. And so here is Dallas. Outside Jackson. Kicks it to Lee. 6 to shoot. Over Diallo. Shots good by Lee.
Well, so smooth and comfortable, which is the key, guys, in running the pick and roll, is Courtney Lee. Good basketball IQ, too.
Now the pass to Adams. Schroeder against Lee. Now here's Schroeder with some arc, and the layup is good.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Dallas has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Barea, pass to Marjanovic. Here's Finney Smith. Here is Barea. Jackson from long range. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got 3 assists in the game. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9 to the middle. It's tipped. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Finney Smith can't get it to go. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's Burton. It's good from long range. Burton's got 5 points now this quarter. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Now Barea. He kicks to Jackson. And here is Marjanovic. He dishes it to Barea. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Schroeder. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Schroeder's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Burton. Here's Baisley. Down low. Here's Schroeder. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And the Thunder making a change here. Nader's checked in. And Dallas with a change here too. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. That's good from Schroeder.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Lee with the ball. Outside Jackson. Now here's Marjanovic. Passes to Barea. Outside Jackson. Dallas, no good that time either.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Back to Schroeder. The pass to Nader. Over Jackson. Second chance shot. And there's the nice layup by Adams. Adams has got 12 points here in the second half.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And the Thunder with the possession here. Schroeder outside. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 6th rebound on the night. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Lee outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Marjanovic. And it goes down 2 points.
Boy, that's great awareness by Courtney Lee. Excellent at recognizing when his guys are wide open.
Schroeder against Barea. Oklahoma City moving it around. Pass to Nader. The Mavericks pull it in. Powell's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Thunder.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Steven Adams.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
The first free throw is good. Burton's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:07 left here in the fourth quarter. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Adams against Marjanovic. Now Jackson. 5 on the clock. Here's Barea. Here's Marjanovic. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Burton. Passes it to Diallo. Here's the pass to Nader. Here's Burton. The Thunder with another miss. 19 seconds left in the game. And here's Diallo. Pass to Burton. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so it's Dallas with it. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciate